Let's change our fonts to match our brand. And while we're in here, let's go ahead and update this text at the top just so that way it makes sense. It's a quick win. I'll click on Edit Page, and I'm going to go right to this text block. I'll click on the pencil tool. And instead of saying, "Hello, I'm Phil," let's change it to whatever your name is. In this case, it's Derek. I am a, how about graphic designer from Kalispell, Montana. All right, we'll leave it at that. Hit delete. Well, we have to hit save down here at the bottom. And then we also have to hit update over here on the right. And now when we go back to that home page real quick, I'll just click on view page. And that's all looking sharp. So let's go ahead and dive into fonts. So I'm going to go back to my dashboard. And I'm going to come back to the salient menu. And down here we have this typography menu. So I'll click on that. And it's pretty straightforward. They're drop-down boxes, so it's really easy to change. But how do you know what the font looks like? Well, these are all being pulled in from Google Fonts. So if you just Google Fonts, you'll find that you can go to fonts.google.com and you'll see all of the fonts that are available. So you can scroll through and find anything you want to use that you like. So let's say I wanted to update my navigation to, I don't know, how about Playfair? What I could do is, now that I see what it looks like, jump back over here. I'll click on my drop-down menu and I'll just type in Playfair. And there it is right there. I'll click on that. Hit save, and let's jump over to the live site. And just like that, my navigation is updated. So that's actually really easy, and a lot of new themes are that way. They make it really easy to upload and change your fonts. One thing I would consider as you're playing with fonts and the typography for your whole page is stick to 2 fonts whenever possible. So what that would mean is you would have like a display font, so maybe something you use for your main navigation and your headings. And then you would have your body copy font, something that's probably simpler and easy to read on a website, something that's sans serif. And I would never go more than 2 fonts, because what will happen is it'll start to look really cluttered and your brand will look really disjointed. So stick with 2 fonts for now. For those of you that want more control over your fonts, and if you already subscribed to the Photoshop and Illustrator and InDesign, the whole creative suite, you should have access to Typekit. So if you go to typekit.com, there's a whole nother library of fonts that are available to you. And this is a little bit out of the scope of this lecture right now, but when you sign in, they will show you how to install Typekit to your website so you can choose even more fonts to work with. Okay, in the next video, let's take a look at how to customize the header images.